In this module, we will be talking about the data types and variables in C# programming language. Let's go ahead and open up our fundamentals folder inside Visual Studio Code. The terminal is open, and in there I'll put on a new console application by typing in .NET new console, and I'll put that inside the data types and variables folder. It will take a couple of moments to create my program, and then I have it, and I can open that up by clicking on the program.cs file. I can remove the default code that was generated for me. Let me clear my terminal. What I need to do next is start talking about the different types available in C#. Now, a fundamental way to think about variables and data type is when you want to use things in C#, when you want to declare objects, you want to work with numbers, you want to work with characters, you want to work with different kind of things, you need to declare the type that they belong to. For example, all numbers belong to the integer data type, and we declare that as int in C#. So I could say int my integer is equal to 5. This creates a memory location for me on the system that has the maximum size limit of an integer value. I can also have numbers with decimal points. For example, I declare that as a double, and I can call that my double, and I can say that equals to 5.25. There are other kind of numbers that actually use decimal points. For example, we have float and we have decimal, but I'll be skipping that now. There is also string, which is a collection of characters, and I could call that my string equals today is a beautiful day. Next, there is actually a data type that only accepts a single character, and that is denoted by a single quote around it. For example, C or A or 1 or 5. It only contains one character. And then also there is a data type used to denote if something is true or false, and that is a boolean. It only has two values, which is either true or false. This is some of the general data types you will use in C#. You would see over here that I created these data types and then I assigned a value to them. What I have over here is called a variable. This is also a variable, same as my string, same as my char, and same as my bool. These are all variables in C#. They are called variables because the values that they contain might change from time to time, except I declare them as read-only. And then what I did on the right hand side is to assign a value to those variables. I might as well declare it this way to say my other int, and later on assign a value to it. That really doesn't matter. As long as I assign a value to it, I am fine. In C#, you are able to use what we call an implicit type also to guess what data type a particular object or an input is in. For example, I can say this. C# will try to convert this into the nearest data type we can think that makes sense for it. I could also have this. C# will try to convert that into the nearest data type it can think of. And as well, I can go ahead and output this to my console by doing console.writeLine. and then putting in my value. Let me do a little bit of copy and paste for this, so I can output these values to the console. Then I will also do the same for my boolean. I'll also go ahead and do that for my implicit data type. Then to run my code, I will type the .NET run command, and I'll specify the project I want to run. Let's see that in action. Oh, I see that I declared a variable that I did not use, and the .NET compiler gave me a warning. So let me actually go ahead and use that instead. And let me run this again. Now, that is data types and variables in C#. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you will get notifications when I post new videos on this channel. See you in another video. Goodbye.